Can you imagine having the dream to create a dance studio at the age of 16? Taking that dream and making it a major, then transforming that major into a career and that career into a lifestyle? You then take that lifestyle of owning your own dance studio and help hundreds of children. You lift people's spirits, instill kindness in their hearts, and save lives. You allow them to be creative and expressive. Then life happens, and people fade, as do some of your funds and support. After a while, nothing remains, and you must abandon your dream. For our organization, we view this as a possibility in the future if no remedies or changes take place.
With all that in mind, our problem statement is, how can we increase staffing while building funding for the studio and maintaining accessibility? We landed this problem because we found that within the organization, there's not enough staffing. There are teachers, but not enough people to handle administrative issues. Along with that, without new students coming into the organization, there is no added funds. Also, while trying to increase funding, we have to keep the organization accessible to those with lower income that want to keep their child engaged in an activity. In order to find solutions, we observed and sent out a survey to help find out what resources the organization may need to acquire to solve the issue and what barriers may stand in the way.
The results of our survey found that most iStudio staff and supporters feel that the studio needs to hire more professional help, such as grant writers, to acquire funding. Also, we found that in order to remain accessible, iStudio's patrons would like scholarships to be given to applying students. Lastly, we found that our survey takers have an interest in volunteering their skills but don't have the time or availability to continue.
In order to help the studio, we found a solution that will solve our tri-food problem. Our solution is the ICE operation, which is a volunteer program consisting of parental volunteers, administrative volunteers, and talent volunteers.
The volunteers will lead fundraising, acquiring grants, monthly donation drives, and a website that allows those who want to volunteer but don't have the physical ability to. Our solution solves the funding issue by using professional help as administrative volunteers to help with grants, grant writing, fundraiser planning. It also solves the staffing problem because our volunteers will be both our new staffing and will also help us acquire more faculty. Lastly, it solves our accessibility problem. How? With volunteers coming in and the more people coming in, the more traction the studio will have. Also, with our advertising and marketing from staffs and volunteers, we'll be able to gain more students.
The first step to making our solution a reality will be contacting mission-aligned companies or small businesses for support, expertise, and to seek talent volunteers. Next, we'd advertise ICE operation to current customers to gain more traction. Then we'd gather willing and interested volunteers and hold an orientation, briefing their respective duties and incentives. After that, we'll place our new volunteers in their appropriate sectors and get to action.
We're asking for help with funding local grant writers and or nonprofit funding professionals willing to volunteer their time and work as administrative volunteers. We're also asking for $3,000 to give incentives to our parental and administrative volunteers, such as healthy snacks or refreshments, class scholarships, and educational dance workshops. $500 will go towards healthy snacks, $1,000 will go to class scholarships, and $1,500 will go to educational workshops.
In conclusion, we believe ICE operation will eliminate our three-part problem and lead our organization in the right direction. So please, support ICE Studio School of Dance. I'm Kendall.
I'm Madison.
I'm Jada.
I'm Ashlyn.
And I'm Sahara.
And thank you for your time.